Hello and welcome to Sportsweek. I'm Thomas Baxter. Coming up on today's show, Sam Sheard takes on American football, and Drew Richardson has a go at visually impaired football. But first, AFC Totton faced Arlesey Town in the Southern Football League Premier Division on Saturday. Totton were hoping to win a run of 5 straight defeats, but the visitors were looking to get their promotion push back on track. Tate Slyfield was at the Testwood Stadium.
It was all smiles for Steve Riley on Saturday before the game. But if results don't start going his team's way, Riley could be heading for the exit. An early Ryan Hill cross was headed wide by Jake McCarthy, and when the RC defence failed to clear the ball, Luke Roberts couldn't take advantage with a header. Roberts was then fouled by midfielder Christian Tavernier, and Ryan Hill's stunning free kick gave Totton the lead. With Arlesey Town looking to equalise, Martel Power went past 2 defenders and goalkeeper Joe McCormack was well beaten. Arlesey Town striker Stuart Farrell was hoping to score his 5th league goal this season, but he hit the post. Just before half-time, the young Totton side took the lead once again, with Jamal Branca's lofted ball headed in by Luke Roberts, who scored his 7th league goal this season. In the second half, Roberts was hoping to double his tally for the match, but failed to do so with this effort. Arlesey Stuart Farrell rifled a shot from the edge of the box to score an equaliser for his team. AFC Totton were hoping to grab a late victory, but Liam Hibbard's shot was saved by Nathan Abbey.
Quite pleased, to be honest. A little bit disappointed we didn't get the 3 points, if I'm going to be honest. Hit the post at 2-1, sorry. Had a couple of chances at the end there, but I think it was a hard-earned point. There was some good outstanding performances, worked really hard, and I think we should now kick on and try and give us the confidence that we've lacked of late, and then kick on from here, and hopefully we can start picking up points, because we're in a sort of dangerous area, and you get 2 wins and all of a sudden you're in mid-table and doing well. So it will give us confidence, and we've got to try and take this positive performance into the next few games.
With the announcement of another 3 NFL matches to take place at Wembley next year, Sam Sheard went to tackle American football head-on.
Wembley Stadium has long been the home of English football, but it is becoming a home away from home for thousands of American football fans, as the latest in a string of NFL games takes place under the famous arch. Today, the San Francisco 49ers take on the Jacksonville Jaguars in a sport that is becoming increasingly popular in this country. Wembley inspired me to put my own skills to the test, but I thought it was best to start off at a slightly lower level. So I joined up with the Winchester Silverbacks, Winchester University's brand new American football team. They started me off with some basic running drills to get me up to speed, but it was harder to get to grips once the ball was introduced. Eventually, I began to catch on, although staying on my feet was another issue. After being put through my paces, I took a breather to find out just how easy it was to get the club started.
We had all sorts of challenges at the beginning, like funding. Funding's a big problem for a new team. But we've managed to overcome some of those. It's not a fully functioning team, but it's getting there. The struggles have definitely been worth it. Without a doubt, it's been superb to see some of the smiles on these guys' face, to see the organisation, and not only that, the commitment that these guys give. These lads that are actually here now turn up week in, week out, and have done for the last 5 weeks.
The captain also spoke of the current growth that American football is enjoying in the UK.
Without a doubt, it's definitely getting bigger. That's not only because other universities are setting up teams, you've also got the increased number of games. Wembley was a complete sellout. So I think that says everything, really.
Lead coach David Prothero has more experience than most here, having represented Great Britain, and has been surprised by the interest shown.
I was not expecting it to be this kind of level of commitment for a start. I thought it would be a lot smaller, and people seem to be picking it up really well. The bigger we get, the better we'll get, and then the bigger we'll get, and it kind of keeps going like that. The goal is to compete properly for titles in the next 10 years or so.
And after a little one-on-one tutoring, the coach gave his thoughts on my debut.
You know, you're a first week guy, but picked it up pretty quickly. It was good to see you should come back down.
So, it looks like I grabbed my opportunity, and I'm sure many more will follow. Sam Sheard, Winchester News Online.
British cycling's success at last year's Olympics has encouraged the Winchester group to set up their own initiative which aims to get more women fit and healthy. Laura Allen has more.
Cycling has become an increasingly popular sport in the UK over recent years. A former primary school teacher quit her job in order to set up her own cycling business.
I saw Year 6 kids having fun outside and thought that looks a good thing to teach. So I went and trained as a bikeability instructor, but on that I heard about breeze rides. This is a British cycling initiative doing bike rides for women, which is what today's ride is, encouraging more women into cycling. It's been hugely successful all around the country. But through training to be a ride leader, I just thought, there's people in Winchester I'm sure would love to come out more often, and there's people who aren't so well and need a bit of exercise. So I set up Bespoke Biking as a social enterprise. It's been really fantastic, and each story of everybody who comes on is really inspiring.
Participants of the scheme think it's a great idea.
I haven't cycled for about 25 years, so I saw Heather's advert about taking people out to build up their confidence, and she did. I gradually got into it that way, and then I started riding with all the women here, and it's a lovely social event.
Groups like Heather's might encourage more women to get into cycling and other sports all over the country. Laura Allen, Winchester News Online.
And finally, a Winchester-based visually impaired football team will now play at a national level. Drew Richardson went to a training session to have a go at the sport.
Hampshire Visually Impaired Football Club has been given £7,000 from Sport England to aid the team's training and provide better equipment.
It's going to enable us to afford to hire out a minibus for us to take to training. It's also going to allow us to buy some futsal goals. At the moment we're playing in like five-a-side goals, whereas obviously we can buy the proper size goals, buying things like bibs and cones, all the training equipment we need. Some funding in place for me as a coach to be able to do a level 2 coaching course, which will obviously help then to have some input back into the team. It's really going to help us to sort of evolve to provide the opportunity for people to play and obviously pay for training as well.
The team that trains here in Winchester is one of many being formed due to extra funding. These glasses simulate what it's like to play the sport with tunnel vision, so I came down to River Park Leisure Centre to see if I could join in. With only a pinhole's worth of vision in the glasses, just following the path of the ball was difficult enough, which makes you appreciate how hard the team trains. But I soon became confident enough to take shot after shot after shot before eventually scoring.
Personally, I've always loved football. It's always been my passion. I played, Sunday league and sort of from my school when I was younger. Then got to the age of about 15, 16. I noticed it becoming very difficult due to my sort of eyesight as a degenerative condition, and therefore it's a lot harder to see the ball and kind of keep up with the fully sighted players. And then obviously the chance came along to play visually impaired football, it's great. I think great to have the opportunity to play on a level playing field with other footballers, really.
Despite losing their early fixtures, the team are confident that extra funding will only help them improve. Drew Richardson, Winchester News Online.
That's all from this week's Sportsweek, but for more award-winning news and sport, go to winol.co.uk. Goodbye.